Hey everyone, me Kevin here with a brief and late stimulus update. We've got updates directly from Donald Trump on his opinion of the Problem Solvers Caucus stimulus bill and more updates, including this one, where the CDC believes that we will be able to return to regular life by late 2021. That's when they believe we'll have enough vaccines or enough people vaccinated. I guess I'll be stuck in this room for a little while longer. Anyway, this morning I brought to you Donald Trump's tweet where he bashed Democrats, but in the same tweet urged Republicans to come up in price, saying more money ends up going back to the American hands anyway, to the American people anyway, so let's just pass a bill with more stimulus money. This morning, I also expressed Mark Meadows' extreme optimism over the Problem Solvers Caucus bill, saying this is the most optimistic he has been in the last 72 days. Well, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Donald Trump have officially responded. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer have responded and said, well, we look forward to hearing from the president's negotiators that they will finally meet us halfway. Which is not exactly what Republicans were going for, and now a lot of Republicans are face-palming going, way to go, Mark Meadows. You just basically told Democrats you love the Problem Solvers Caucus bill, and now they're emboldened to stick to their $2.2 trillion deal. Though I think in reality, I don't know that any of us really believe the $2.2 trillion deal is going to come through. This is despite the fact that Nancy Pelosi said, we came down, we can only go down so far, and this isn't about finger pointing, it's about mechanics, and it's about meeting the needs of the American people. At the same time, Republican John Thune, who's generally opposed to spending more money, says the Problem Solvers Caucus bill will cause, quote, heartburn amongst Republicans, saying the deal needs to remain realistic. McConnell today said that Nancy Pelosi blocked his skinny bill last week, and this week she's blocking the Problem Solvers bill from coming up for a vote. Focus is now specifically on Nancy Pelosi and her interaction with Republicans. When Nancy Pelosi was interviewed by MSNBC today, she said that we represent the people, and right now we think that Republicans should come to the table. Why are we not passing the $2.2 trillion deal? Is it because of price? And are the American people not worth it? Now, while Nancy Pelosi does not directly slam down or negate the Problem Solvers Caucus, it seems that she is waiting for Republicans to give even more, which Donald Trump held his press conference and we got his reaction. First, he spent about 40 minutes talking about COVID and vaccinations and other things. Here are some of the key takeaways. He said that currently the positivity rate for COVID in our country is under 5%, the first time since this all began. And he has now a plan, an initiative, to deliver all vaccines within 24 hours of emergency use authorization to individuals or priority individuals in need. So those are going to be first responders, healthcare workers, and people with underlying conditions. And they expect that as soon as, well, within about 24 hours of that emergency use authorization, when they get these vaccines starting to roll out, they expect to have vaccines out to everyone that I just mentioned, underlying conditions, first responders, healthcare workers, by January. Now, it's up in the air as to when the general public might have access to the vaccine. If y'all even want to take it, it might be immediately, it might be after January, it might be next summer. There are conflicting reports on this right now, and Donald Trump was sort of dancing around for an answer on that one. Furthermore, Donald Trump was directly asked about the Problem Solvers Caucus bill. We all mostly remember what this looks like. It's a pretty dang good bill. I've made multiple other videos on this already. Just to give you the quick recap of some of the highlights, we know that there are potentially two stimulus checks in it. We know we've got more PPP money. We know we've got more unemployment pay. You can kind of pause and screenshot here if you want to get some of these key things that are in here. This is from my video this morning where I explain this all in more detail. You're welcome to check that out if you have not yet. But for now, Donald Trump's response, here it is. Donald Trump says, yeah, something like that. I like the larger amount. I think I can convince Republicans. I'd like to see a larger number. There are some things I disagree with, but I'm sure we can negotiate. Nancy Pelosi says she's staying in Congress until something passes, and that's good. The problem solvers are good people, and they're on their way. I think whatever I don't agree with, we can negotiate. We're getting closer. I do like money getting sent to people, and China could have stopped the virus. This virus came from China, and this wasn't the American people's fault. This is all really good news. I mean, we went from a very optimistic Democratic side and House yesterday, bipartisan, to, some negativity from some senators and potentially Democratic leadership, but Mark Meadows jumping up and down this morning in excitement. The Federal Reserve pushing for more stimulus. Watch my breakdown. I already published the video on the Federal Reserve. Complete breakdown of what the Fed said, what it means for your money for the next 4 years going forward on real estate and stocks. Very important video to watch for long-term money and investing. And of course, now after Mark Meadows jumping up and down, we've got Donald Trump saying, hey, this is good. Like, we're close. Now, he stopped short of directly endorsing this. This is common in politics. But I mean, he sounded like he was 98% ready to sign that proposal. That is the most optimistic I've seen Donald Trump. And this is more than just, oh my gosh, he said the line, I'm going to send more generous checks. This is more generous checks. It's potentially 2 rounds. And this is in my opinion, look, we've done the breakdown before. There's some things missing in this, but this seems like a pretty straight up simple bill. I love the outline of this bill. It helps in a lot of different ways. The automatic stabilizers, the payroll benefits, the unemployment benefits, the double stimulus checks, renter protections, eviction protections, rental assistance. A lot of good things in there. Another bite at the apple for PPP and EIDL. Lot of good opportunities in this. So I'm very excited. I'm optimistic. This Donald Trump press conference reiterated excitement on this. And as Mark Meadows says, we got to get something done within the next week to 10 days to realistically expect this bill to get done this month, or potentially as late as October 2nd. I believe October 2nd is the last potential voting day. So overall, very, very good news in my opinion. I'm excited. I'm optimistic. If you liked my breakdown, do consider sharing it. I really appreciate all of y'all's support. We are almost going to break 850,000 subscribers, so thank you to all of you who support the channel. Make sure to get your free stock with Webull, worth up to $1,600. Get your life insurance in as little as 5 minutes. Links down below. And folks, we'll see you in the next one.